Where are you from? America or
From Ukraine.
Ukraine?
Most recently, I was
Yeah.
16 years in Ukraine.
But now, what is happening in Ukraine?
Putin is,
political.
well, it's not political.
It's not
Putin decided he would,
destroy.
and he's doing, thanks to the Congress and Senate holding up this shipment of arms for 6 months, he's taken advantage of that, and we've outgunned, we've run out of Patriot missiles to protect our cities, and he's just destroying the country.
It's destroying the beautiful
It is a beautiful
buildings,
country.
the beautiful.
Ukraine predates Russia. Did you know that?
Yes.
Oh, you know
part
that,
of the Union Soviet Socialist Republic, and I
No,
think that's one of the reasons.
He wants to get the Soviet Union back.
He's possessive. He's afraid Ukraine becomes, because Ukraine is his buffer.
Well, he's very stupid because we declared an independence. We are a non-aligned country. Okay? But now, of course, we're very much aligned. So, because of his actions, he has caused Finland to join NATO, Norway and Sweden.
Sweden, yeah.
And that is a big headache for him because the Baltic Sea can be easily controlled by the Swedish.
That's right. However, he's got you cannot fathom the mind of Putin, because he was with the KGB for a long time and he has a criminal mind.
Well, he
has a criminal mind, and I think the best way is to assassinate Putin inside Russia. Somebody from Russia.
The only people, you're right, the only people who could change Russia are the Russians.
That's correct.
Okay, but Putin, when he left, because he was in East Berlin when the wall came down,
that's right.
he wasn't an active killer type KGB, he was an administrator. He was an administrator, pen pusher actually, but he's never forgiven. Who did he blame really? I don't know. He blamed the president at the time of Russia.
I think it was Yeltsin.
Yeah, Yeltsin, right. Yeltsin was a drunken buffoon.
Oh yeah.
But the start of the fall of the Soviet Union was Afghanistan. That
they withdrew there, right?
Right.
And they were defeated in Afghanistan. Right?
Yes, because America was quietly supplying. They were balancing the books, allowing the Mujahideen to have Stinger missiles and things like that. So, but I watched an interview with him a couple of years ago. He said, "I want the same empire." And imagine he's talking empire. You have to speak Russian to understand what he was really talking about. As Catherine the Great. Now, Catherine the Great was 300 years ago, and she did have Sweden and all these countries in her empire. She had Odessa in Ukraine as part of her empire.
Back to the atheist discussion, just for discussion's sake, because you were once a believer in God. There was a story about Newton. You believe Newton? He was a brilliant man.
Yeah.
And he's the advocator of gravitational force.
The apple dropping from the tree.
And then he made a replica of planets, 9 planets. The sun centering all the planets. It was a nice one, as you see in the elementary or high school science. And then he was like that, playing on the replica of the sun, Mercury, Mars, Earth, up to Pluto. That the other planet was not yet discovered. And his friend, also a scientist, he said, "Oh, nice! Who made that one? Who made that?" Just our conversation. Newton said, "No, nobody. No, Oh, you must be crazy. Somebody must have made that. Oh no, nobody made this. Nobody. And then, you know what? That's my whole concept why I believe in God. Regardless of what name he is, Buddha or whoever. And then Newton said, and this is a true story, I cannot convince you that this replica has no maker, has no inventor. How much more of the real thing, the sun, the earth, everything like that, that there is no maker. The watch has a maker, and the watch is patterned after the axial movements of the sun and the moon and things like that. So that's just a little argumentation.
Well,
David,
I don't actually.
why I believe in God.
Yeah, but
You probably believe in God, but you don't. You don't anymore appreciate.
No, well, hang on.
Maybe God is dead.
No,
maybe just a conversation.
when you have religious parents and they take you to church, take you to Sunday school, I didn't necessarily believe in God then. I just had to go.
Yes, you were forced to be there.
Yeah, and I think it's a bit similar here. But I don't even argue with people now. You believe in whatever you like. I'm quite happy. I love to see the Hare Krishna guys. They're so happy and dancing, and it's a cult. Their chants are like brainwashing, really, but they're happy.
What's that group?
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna.
Oh, that's Indian.
Well, it comes from India. Yeah, it's, their guru is.
Yeah.
Well, actually, their guru is a white American or Canadian.
Oh, really?
At the moment.
Have you kind of attended one of those their sessions? No.
In Ukraine, where I lived, every Sunday, they would come into our central park, which is a beautiful, like here, promenade down to the river, and dance and hand out little cakes and things. And they're just so happy. I thought, well, if you're happy, just do it. Who's to say you're wrong? Well, they don't actually try to convert people, really. Not unlike the Mormons.
So, David, the Bible is just a book.
Yeah, it's a book you believe it, and if you believe in it, believe it.
Yeah, remember King David?
Yeah, well, that's right. Blessed of God. I'm blessed of God.
You'll marry Pat?
Well, the first time you got changed, we've got to be there at 10 o'clock. I'm not a comedian. So you want me to ring the bishop and say the wedding's off now, do you? Okay. He'll be a bit upset.
Pat is still married,
Yeah, but she's a Mormon. You believe in multi-husband.
No, I think it's the other way around.
Legally, Pat is still married.
This is one thing
Philippines has no divorce, but it has annulment, which
so that's
you
very
can remarry.
expensive.
It can be 100 to 100,000.
Yeah, I don't appreciate the fact that the church does not let people. If you're that unhappy that you don't want to live together.
Yeah, the same. I believe in divorce.
Well, that's right.
Because if you are not happy, do you have to live another 20, 30 years
it's terrible.
with the girl, and then you have a mistress?
I don't. Well,
You can't tie that again.
I'm gay anyway. I'm gay, darling.
Don't worry.
When I go anywhere, to a shop or anywhere, they say I look younger than 74. I don't know. I don't believe it.
You look younger because of your positivity, positive values.
And I do a lot of stupid things all day. You go in and the conversation goes like, "Are you with your wife?" Well, no, I'm living alone. You're living alone? Do you want a girlfriend?